Alright. So, first off, I always use this one set. So I always use the Golden Loon Helm, or GX Golden Loon Helm, and I use my Tropic Hunter Talisman. Reason being that is because the map that I'm in is the Volcanic Hollow, and the secret area gives the highest chances to get a Rustshard. And why I choose the Golden Loon Helm is because it has Miraculous Luck and the Gathering +1, so I can have more and more chances. And then I always eat on the 9th page, bottom for defense L, and then bottom sauce is the Explorer. Not guaranteed either, which is even more fun RNG. Item set for Rustshards. I have all the books of combos, Mega Pickaxes, Bomb Casings, Farcaster, Excite Shrooms, Macrolite Ore, and Mystery Bones in case I need more Farcasters, which I will, and more pickaxes. And once I have that, depending if you need Rustshards or Ancient Shards will depend on which quest you go for. So for Rustshards, you want to go to Close Coal, and for Ancient Shards, you want to go for Cold-Hearted. But since I need Rustshards at the moment, I'm doing Close Coal. And this is where it really gets complicated. So, I have a few rules with this, is if I do not get a Rustshard or an Ancient Shard within the top here, it's an instant abandon. If I get an Ancient Shard but no Rustshards up here, I go down to that one blue node over there, and since I got a Rustshard, I will continue anyway. But if I only got an Ancient Shard and no Rustshard, I go to there. If I don't get anything from there, then I abandon. But if I get them, if I do get a Rustshard down there, I continue. So the goal is you want to get 20 coal, but you want to do it in waves, of course. So generally you really want an ideal run would be to get the first 10 coal down here. And once you get the first 10 coal, then you have on the next stage of this place. So once I get all this done, then I can explain the second stage. So I always monitor how much coal I have as well, just in case, so I know when to Farcaster. Once I get there, and then immediately go to combo list, make a new Farcaster, so I don't have to run all the way back to the base. And so let's see, turn into 10 coal, and then go down. So of course, when you first do the first part of the run, you want to work up. But now you're going to want to work down. And so this is where I adapted my little time saver, is I did a loop around this specific area. So 2 and 3, I go from 2, and then I go down, and then go into 3. Okay, so I got the Runopolis there. Wait a minute, did I? Yeah. I always try to hit him by the side because that's the only way you can kill him in one hit. I always hit this node and then I go down there. I don't go through here because of the IO praise. Reason why is that? Because they spawn on this side. And it can get a little annoying if you're trying to mine it first, because then you have to kill them. So that's why I do the other way around, so they don't notice me immediately. I can go for the other side of the nodes. But sometimes I get all the coal down here, and it really does help. Let's see, how much coal did I get? 6. Okay. And then, of course, if you don't get any coal by the time you go into 3, you just go down here, then keep going down. If you still don't get any coal by the end of that place, then I don't know what to tell you, you just gotta keep going back up again. Sometimes it happens like that, sometimes it doesn't. But generally, once you get all 10 coal from this part of the run, you just turn it in, and then you're all done. So, any questions? Did I move a little too fast there? And there's all my coal. And I always do a little ritual at the end where I just do the double bed. I don't know why, it's just stuck to me. It usually times very well because the second time that you get into there, it ends the quest right after it. Like this, and boom. Did you get stumped by any of that? Usually I sell all these materials, and of course, still nothing. Yeah, that's why I said it takes a lot of time to explain it by text. That's why I had to do it this way, because otherwise it would have been really hard for me to explain to you through text. Sometimes my methods aren't as exactly easy to explain through that way. And that's why I said it's so fluid to me. Well, yeah, I mean, I developed a method that it just becomes easier the more you do it, but it takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of just overall patience. And I know not a lot of people do have that ability, is to just keep going at it. But yeah, I'm just missing 2 hammers. As you can see, it's just that and then there. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to sort it. There we go. Yep, 2 last spots for the hammers. Just so much stuff to do. I think I'll save this this stream vid just so I can send it to anyone who really is curious about how I do things. So I'll end this stream here. If you have any more questions, don't be afraid to ask me.